Ugh, my throat's been kind of sore recently. You can probably still tell in my voice. But anyway, so it is hotter than Jalapeno's armpit out there. So we're doing this in the shade today. Anyway, so I'm gonna tell y'all all the crazy stuff that has happened either personally or witnessing crazy stuff that's happened to people in cars, working on cars, etc. So the first one was more recent, and this one is a personal experience. It's when I was working on the Jeep. So before I started working on it, it had been sitting for, I don't know, 2 years without us ever even touching it, ever even driving it. So obviously at that point it needed a new battery. It was kind of trash in the beginning anyway. That's why we just kind of left it and started driving the van. But yeah, I got work and everything. But anyway, before that, I decided I'm gonna clean it out. I'm gonna clean it out. This is where okay. I'm just oh my god. Okay. So I unlock it. At this point you had to like manually reach around and unlock every door because again, the battery was dead, so you couldn't use the door lock to unlock them all at once because that takes the get off. That takes the battery. So you had to reach around, manually unlock every door, and the back door lock just so happened so this was like in the backpack. So you had to go through, unlock it, blah blah. This was in the back. Well, when I reached around, opened that, where it had been sitting so long, some yellow jackets decided to make a home there. So I got stung several times on these 4 fingers. You can't even see where it stung me now. All it did was just turn red, swell up a little bit, and then a few days later it went away. But in the moment, holy crap. It hurt. It hurt. Sorry, I'm gonna. Wait. I've seen that same car drive past here every day, going really slow. I don't know. Yeah. But anyway, it. I do not recommend. I do not recommend that. It hurt like a lot. Then then there was the time. This was one of my friends. I was over at their house. This was a long time ago. I think I was only like I think it was only like 8 or 9. I was over at their house. Their dad was working on the truck. And he was underneath it. So all I can say is a mishap happened. Don't know. All I remember was just kind of sloshing sound. And then his dad comes rolling out under the truck, completely just black, covered in oil. I mean, so like back then, we thought that was the funniest thing. But now looking back, if I were him, that was probably the worst thing ever. One, his clothes were run. Those are not coming clean. Two, you're probably not gonna be able to take a shower, like in the actual shower, because obviously they're covered in oil. I don't know where you're gonna clean that off. The hose out back, dude. I mean, it's probably the worst experience of anyone, but that was a great one. There was that time. My friend told me about this one. This was another friend, not the same one. Told me about this. Now, I don't know how true this is. I mean, like, it happens. It happens, but the chain of just weird crap that would have had to happen, the way he told this, is just crazy to me. So he said, car's jacked up. On jack stands. So, the only problem I saw with this story is, after that he said he took the jack out. So, in order to be completely safe, you keep the jack just propped up where you had it to push it up, along with the jack stands in their spot, in case any of those give out, which later in the story you'll find out that did happen. But he says he's up under there, blah blah blah, finds a snaky boy. So naturally he freaks out. Just jumps out from under. Apparently he said when he did that, when he got out, he bumped it. Jack stand fails, car goes rolling back, and just literally runs into the neighbor's yard across the street. Just boom, and rests there. Looking back at that, him telling that, like, I was just mainly confused of the chain of events that happened. But now I realize, boy, what if those jack stands would have failed while you were under it? Dude, that's crazy. But yeah, snaky boy bumped the car, jack stands fail, and then your car goes rolling out. That's really weird chain of events. So I don't know how true that is. I mean, maybe, never know. But, yeah, and that's about it. Bye.